Hello everybody, ora hallo. Today I figured I'll make a different type of video, and I'm going to make a video for people who are trying to learn German. So this is a practice. We're going to read this poem here, Die Schöne Nacht, and I'm going to translate it, and hopefully in a way that will make you as the viewer or whoever's trying to learn German have more understanding. So I chose this poem because one, Goethe is one of the most famous writers in German language, so if you want to learn the language, then obviously it would make sense to get to know who are like the masters of the language, as to say, who uses it the best. And also it's short and it will just help with learning, with comprehension and all that. So let's start. So the name of the poem is Die Schöne Nacht by Johann Wolfgang Von Goethe. So Die Schöne Nacht. What does the title mean? Well, Die Nacht means the night, like nighttime. And then Schöne, here's the adjective. Schöne means beautiful. Schön, yeah. Schöne, yeah. So the beautiful night, the pretty night, yeah. Whichever. Same thing. So let's start reading it. So the first line. Nun verlass ich diese Hütte. Nun, so let's go word by word. Nun, so nun means like right now, or like as in like a time. So as the time that I'm going to do something, right when I do something. So what is he doing? So nun verlass. Verlass is leave or left. So left. Ich is I, like as a person. So nun verlass ich, and then that means like having just left diese Hütte. So diese is this. Hütte means like hut or hut, cabin, something where someone lives and it's more out in the wild. I would say has more connotation in the wild. So nun verlass ich diese Hütte. Having just left this hut, this cabin, meine liebsten Aufenthalt. So meine liebsten is like my lovers. So he's talking about his person that he loves. And Aufenthalt is like a place where someone stays, residence. So he's describing the hut that he just left. So nun verlass ich diese Hütte, meine liebsten Aufenthalt. So now having left this hut, which is the residence stay of my love, or the woman that I love. So the third line, wandle. Wandle is like strolling, walking. Yeah, just walking. So walking, mit is with. Verhülltem is like, I looked it up on Translate and it says it's like veiled, veiled, V-E-I-L-E-D, veiled, or more makes sense would be like covered. So covered, like muffled maybe, because the next word, das verhülltem, next word is Schritte, and Schritte is like footsteps. So verhülltem Schritte, what I imagine it to be is like kind of covered or like muffled footsteps. Or veiled, if you guys know what that means. I honestly do not know what veiled means. But yeah. So Schritte, footsteps. So he's wandering or walking through with kind of muffled, quiet footsteps. Now the next line, durch. So through. Durch means through. Then is like the. Öden. Öden is like desolate, yeah. Finstern is dark. So finstern, yeah, dark. Wald means forest. So from line 3, wandle mit verhülltem Schritte durch den öden finstern Wald. So kind of walking with muffled footsteps through the desolate dark forest. Okay, so he's doing this right after leaving his lover's residence, his lover's cabin or hut. So now line 5. Luna bricht durch Busch und Eichen. So Luna is, you might have guessed it already, moon. However, Luna is not the German word for moon. German word for moon is der Mond. So he chose to, or Goethe used to use Luna, maybe for some poetic effects. But it means moon, but we don't say Luna in German, we say der Mond. So Luna bricht durch Busch und Eichen. So bricht is like break, to break, but in this case it's more like break through, because the moon cannot break anything. So bricht durch, oh yeah, durch means through, so bricht durch is break through. Sorry, yeah, bricht durch is break through. Busch und Eisen, so Busch is like bushes, Schraub, or Schraub, you can also say Busch. Und Eichen, Eiche means oak trees, so and Eichen, oak trees. So the moon is breaking through bushes and oak trees, so that are probably in the forest. And then 6th line, Zephyr meldet ihren Lauf. So Zephyr, I had to look this word up because I was not familiar with it. So apparently it means gentle breeze, and it comes from Greek mythology because Zephyrus was god of the west wind. So he's probably referring to this god of Greek mythology. So the west wind, so a wind. So Zephyr basically means a wind, a breeze. Meldet ihren Lauf. Meldet is like to notify someone of something, or to tell them something, to notify something. Meldet ihren Lauf. So ihren Lauf is like appearance. Lauf would in literal context means run, but in this case it's more of like a presence. It means presence. So the Zephyr is making her presence noticed. So the wind, the cool wind or the cool breeze is making her presence noticed. And then line 5. So Luna bricht durch Busch und Eichen, Zephyr meldet ihren Lauf. So the moon is breaking through bushes and oak trees, and the Zephyr, the wind, is making itself noticed. So it's windy and the moon is shining bright. So line 7. Und die, so and the Birken is birch trees, so another type of trees like Eichen, but Eichen is oak trees. Birken is birch trees. Streuen mit Neigen. So streuen is like to, streuen means like to allocate or to like distribute. Distribute is a good word, but like distribute like something from it. So since it's the tree is streuen, we can assume it's probably like either like leaves or dust or something like that. Mit neigen. So mit means with, and neigen means like leaning. So the birch tree is kind of distributing something, we don't know what yet, while leaning. So und die Birken streuen mit Neigen ihren süßen Weichrauch auf. So these two lines are connected. So the streuen is to distribute, and then we can, for the next line, it starts with ihr. So die Birken streuen ihr. That's how it would like, what the Birken is distributing to whom? They're distributing to ihr. So ihr means her. And then who is this person he's talking about? It's probably the Liebsten that he was mentioning in the second line. So the birch trees are distributing her, den süßen Weihrauch auf. So den Weihrauch, that would be the incense. So like scent that smells good. Süßen is sweet, or not just sweet, but the sweetest. Auf. So ihr den süßen Weihrauch auf. Auf in this case would just be like on her and like around her. In that, so they distribute the incense on and around her surroundings and all that. So, und die Birken steuern mit Neigen ihr den süßen Weihrauch auf. So the birch trees distribute while leaning, and they distribute her the sweetest incense around her, yeah. So now we go to the next line. Wie ergeht sich mich im Kühlen? So wie is like how. Ergeht sich mich. So ergeht is like to enjoy. So how ergeht sich mich. So ich mich. Or ergeht sich mich would be like how I enjoy myself. Im Kühlen. So im is like in, Kühlen, in the cool. Like cool as a noun. So like not like frosty, but like in the coolness. So how I enjoy myself in the coolness dieser schönen Sommernacht. So like of dieser, this schönen, as you remember in the title, means like beautiful, pretty. Sommernacht. So this is like two words combined. So Nacht, as we see in the title, means night, and Sommer means summer. So this beautiful summer night. So wie ergeht sich mich im Kühlen dieser schönen Sommernacht is how I enjoy myself in the coolness of this beautiful summer night. So the next line. Oh, wie still ist hier zu Föhn. So oh is like an expression kind of. It's not really a word that much. It's like oh. So oh, wie cool. Like oh, how cool. Like oh in English. So oh, wie still. So wie is how. Still is like kind of calm, not really moving, not really anxious, just calmness, and not basically like the opposite of anxious. It's relaxed kind of, or just nothing going on. It's just imagine nothing going on and it'd be still. Oh, wie still ist hier zu Föhn. So is here is here, similar word. Zu Föhn. Zu Föhn means to feel. Zu means like then in this case to, and Föhn is like feel. So oh how still is like relaxed. So oh how relaxed is it to feel here. That's what this line means. So then let's go on the second line, or the 12th line, sorry. Was die Seele glücklich macht. What die Seele is like a soul. So his soul. He's talking for his soul, his inner feelings, his inner person. That's die Seele. Glücklich macht. Glücklich macht. Glücklich is, it could mean lucky, but it can also mean just like happy. So lucky in like a happy way. So in this case it means happy. Glücklich macht. Makes happy. So starting on line 11. Oh, wie still ist hier zu Föhn. Oh, how still ist hier zu Föhn. I guess if we look at it in this context, still can mean like easily. Oh, how easily, how calm it is to feel here. What makes the soul happy. So what makes our soul happy, or his soul in that case. Lässt sich kaum die Wonne fassen. Lässt is like a form of to let. So let sich kaum. So let sich kaum. Kaum is like barely. And sich is like to myself. So lässt sich kaum die Wonne. So die Wonne is like bliss. That's the direct translation in English on Google Translate, but easier to understand is joy. So lässt sich kaum die Wonne fassen. Fassen is like to touch. So lässt sich kaum die Wonne fassen. What does that mean? So it means like the joy is like unreachable. So like nothing can like touch it, if that makes sense. Or almost nothing can touch the joy. That's how joyful he is, that nothing can reach it to stop the joyness, to stop him from feeling joy. Und line 14. Und doch wollt ich Himmel dir. So now in this line, und, and, doch wollte ich. Doch wollte ich is like, doch is like actually. Wollte ich, so wollte is like, wollte is short for ich wollte, or wollte ich. So I wanted. And actually I wanted, Himmel. Himmel is the sky, like the sky, or you can refer to it as like the heavens above, so you can talk to it, which makes it seem less weird that he's talking to the sky. Und doch wollte ich Himmel dir. Dir is you. So he's talking directly to the sky or the heavens. So I actually wanted you, sky, or heaven. 1000 solche Nächte lassen. So 1000 is 1000. Solche is this. Like exactly this type. So the not similar, but this type of Nächte. Nächte is plural of Nacht. So 1000 of this type of nights lassen is like leave with you. Und doch wollte ich Himmel dir 1000 solche Nächte lassen. So, and actually, heavens, I wanted to leave with you 1000 of these types of nights. So I wanted to leave these nights with you. And now the final line, geb mein Mädchen eine mir. So this is like geb is like, geb in this case like word to give. Geb is a form of, or gebe is a form of give. But in this case it's like word to give. Mein Mädchen is my girl. So the girl he's talking about in the beginning. Eine mir. So were the girl to give one to me. So let's start at line 14 again. And actually I wanted heavens to leave thousands of these nights with you. Were my girl to give one to me. So that is the end of the poem. Of course, the thing about poetry is that it's always up to the reader of what they interpret from it, and everyone has a sort of bias, so they perceive it in a certain way, and my translation that I gave to you definitely probably has some of my interpretation. So is my interpretation correct? No. So it may be that somebody else reads this, some other translations you read may have different meanings or different ways of seeing what he wrote. So that is actually the beauty of poetry, is that we can all perceive it in different ways and we all understand it differently. So I'll just, one more time, I'll go over the whole poem to get a real grasp of what it means. So, nun verlasse ich diese Hütte, meine liebsten Aufenthalt. So, I've just left this hut, the residence, the place of stay of my lover. Wandle mit verhülltem Schritte durch den öden, finstern Wald. Walking with muffled footsteps through the desolate, dark forest. Luna bricht durch Busch und Eichen. Zephyr meldet ihren Lauf. So the moon is breaking through bush and oak trees, and the breeze is making itself noticed. Und die Birken streuen mit Neigen ihren süßen Weichrauch auf. And the leaning birch trees distribute her the sweetest incense on her. Wie ergötze ich mich im Kühlen dieser schönen Sommernacht. How I enjoy myself in the coolness of this beautiful summer night. Oh, wie still ist hier zu fühlen, was die Seele glücklich macht. Oh, how calm it is to feel here, or how easy it's to feel here. What makes the soul happy. Lässt sich kaum die Wonne fassen. The joy is untouchable. It's basically untouchable, my joy. Und doch wollte ich Himmel dir 1000 solche Nächte lassen, geb mein Mädchen eine mir. And actually, heavens, I wanted to leave with you thousands of these nights, were my girl to give one to me, or the girl I love. So basically he's saying that, at least the way I see it, is although the night is so beautiful with the weather and everything, he wants to spend it with the girl, and that's his most biggest wish, and he's willing to trade thousands of these beautiful nights in the wilderness or in nature to have one night with the girl that he's in love with. Okay, I hope that whoever watching, I hope that this video was helpful, and as always, if there's any tips, critiques you have for me, don't hesitate to let me know down in the comments. I always read it and I always take it. I won't get offended, don't worry. And if you think this helped, then please let me know. That way I will know to make more, and I will definitely make more if anyone requests. And on the topic of requests, if you have any requests of German text that you would like me to go over to translate with, to help, then feel free to just write it in the comments and I will do it. That could be poems, stories, song lyrics, whatever. I will happily translate it for whoever asks. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching if you got here. And hopefully I'll make another one of these videos. And good luck with German learning. And one more thing, if you didn't understand everything that's going on in this story or in this poem, don't feel bad, because this is like poetry language, and most of the time when you speak casually, you are never going to talk like this. So this is really just language for poetry to see the mastery of this language, but most people don't talk like this, the majority of people. So don't feel discouraged if you had trouble understanding anything, because to be honest, it was not the easiest to understand for me either. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.